Good evening, dear friends from all corners of the world. Welcome to Dreamize Story, where each night we weave together wondrous tales to guide you into a peaceful slumber with gentle words and a touch of eternal magic. This is your safe haven, a space to unwind your soul, let your imagination soar, and let the day's worries fade as you drift into a deep, restful sleep. We continue our journey through the ancient myths of Greece, uncovering a new legend each day, where gods and heroes reveal timeless mysteries. If you're new here, I invite you to subscribe or follow Dreamize Story to join this mythological adventure, a quiet ritual you can return to whenever life feels overwhelming. Tonight, we step into the legend of the Aries warrior, journey of courage, the story of the Aries zodiac, born from the valor of Aries, the god of war, and their fearless journey through trials. When you're ready, find a quiet spot to settle into. Close your eyes gently. Let your breath find its natural rhythm and feel your body begin to relax. This night will embrace you, and the story of Aries is about to unfold like an epic saga. Thousands of years ago, in the golden age of ancient Greece, when gods ruled the skies and the earth, a legendary tale of courage and battle was etched into the night sky, the origin of the Aries zodiac. It all began with Aries, the god of war, a powerful yet conflicted deity, embodying both destructive might and a thirst for glory. In a fierce battle against the giant Gigantes, Aries found himself surrounded by towering enemies, his strength seemingly insufficient against their overwhelming numbers. In desperation, Aries called upon his father, Zeus, the king of the gods, for help. Zeus, seeing the courage in his son, despite the looming defeat, sent down a mythical golden ram, its fleece shimmering like sunlight, to rescue Aries from peril. This ram was not just a savior, but a symbol of sacrifice and loyalty, ready to face danger to protect its warrior. The golden ram, with its supernatural strength and exceptional intelligence, carried Aries over treacherous mountains and raging rivers. Yet the journey was far from easy. The enraged Gigantes pursued relentlessly, hurling massive boulders and roaring like thunder. Exhausted but determined, Aries fought alongside the ram, thrusting his spear through enemies, the blood of the Gigantes staining the earth red. At last, to shield Aries, the golden ram sacrificed itself, using its body to block a colossal boulder aimed at him, leaving its precious fleece as a gift for humanity. Filled with gratitude and sorrow, Aries transformed the ram into the Aries constellation, placing it in the heavens as a reminder of courage and sacrifice. From then on, Aries became the emblem of warriors unafraid to face challenges, carrying an eternal flame of battle within. But the story didn't end there. The golden ram left behind two children, Phrixus and Helle, who faced a sinister plot from their stepmother, Ino, who sought to secure the throne. Ino sabotaged the crops and blamed Phrixus, forcing King Athamas, their father, to sacrifice his son to appease the gods. In despair, Phrixus prayed, and the golden ram descended from the stars, carrying him and Helle across the seas to escape. Along the way, Helle tragically fell and drowned, the spot later named the Hellespont. Phrixus reached safety in Colchis, where he offered the golden ram to King Aetes. Its fleece hung on a tree guarded by an immortal dragon. This act sparked the famous quest for the golden fleece, but for Aries, it stood as proof of their ability to battle and overcome adversity even in the darkest moments. Impressed by the ram's sacrifice, Aries decided to bless those born under the Aries constellation, instilling in them a fighting spirit and unbreakable will. In later battles, Aries warriors became pioneers, always leading with a blazing passion. Once during the war against the Titans, Aries rallied an Aries army, charging through enemy lines with swords and shields to defend Mount Olympus. That battle raged for months, with Aries warriors fighting tirelessly. They faced towering titans like Enceladus, who hurled volcanoes onto the battlefield. But Aries, with unyielding bravery, scaled those peaks, using ropes and spears. They bound the titans, ultimately defeating them through unity and bold tactics. Aries from above shouted praise, calling them flames that never die. Yet not all battles ended in glory. In a fight against the centaurs, half human, half horse beings, Aries suffered great losses. A leader named Theron was surrounded, fighting fiercely with his shield to block the centaur's blows. But he fell from grievous wounds. His death inspired the army to counterattack with ferocity, defeating the enemy and turning the battlefield into a monument to his sacrifice. Another trial came from the sea, where Aries confronted Scylla, a grotesque sea monster with 6 hideous heads. Under the command of a hero named Darius, Aries approached in small boats, throwing spears and nets to restrain Scylla. Darius, with bold courage, leapt onto the monster's back, slashing each head with his sword. Scylla's blood dyed the waves red, and after 3 days and nights of fierce combat, Aries triumphed. One day, a young warrior named Eryx, born under the Aries constellation, rose against a cruel tyrant oppressing his village. With a sword in hand and fire in his heart, Eryx led a rebellion, rallying the villagers to fight for freedom. Though gravely wounded, he pressed on, using his shield to protect his comrades, and together they defeated the enemy. Aries, from above, smiled and bestowed a blessing, making Eryx a living legend. A final epic confrontation came against a dark force sent by Hades. Led by a female warrior named Astrea, Aries battled endless undead soldiers for 7 days and nights, using fire and shields. Astrea pushed back the darkness, and with Athena's aid, she sealed it away, restoring light to Greece. Aries was hailed as eternal guardians. Ares, moved by Ares' growth, held a victory festival where heroes recounted their battles. Tales of Lysander, Calliope, and Eric's passed from generation to generation, cementing Aries as a symbol of resilience and unity. Imagine standing on a Greek hilltop, gazing at the night sky where the Aries constellation shines. You feel the strength and freedom it offers, a call to face challenges and live fully. This tale is not just a myth, but a message of the unbreakable spirit of those born under this sign, ready to fight for what they believe in, no matter the odds. As the legend grew, bards sang of Aries' battles in every village, their songs carried by the winds to distant lands. A young poet named Thales, inspired by Aries, wrote an epic poem, ensuring their courage would never fade, linking the constellation to a legacy of heroism that inspires even today. Welcome, seekers of the stars' wisdom. Let the celestial light guide you as we unveil the deep mysteries of the Aries zodiac, a blazing fire of courage across the heavens. Close your eyes, feel the universe's rhythm, and join me on a journey to explore birth dates, personality, destiny, challenges, and the path to triumph for these warriors. Behold, Aries or Aries reigns as the first zodiac sign, born from March 21st to April 19, when spring awakens and the sun ignites a new cycle. This is the moment when the fire of beginnings blazes, like the ancient Aries warriors charging with the golden ram. As for personality, oh, what a fierce blaze. Those born under Aries carry an inner fire, a natural leadership spirit that places them at the forefront of every endeavor. They are as brave as Aries, ready to tackle any challenge, though their impulsiveness and fiery temper sometimes need tempering. They cherish freedom, despise restraint, and brim with energy to conquer peaks. Regarding destiny, a radiant path awaits. With Mars, the planet of war and passion, as their ruler, Aries is destined for fields demanding decisiveness, leadership, military, or pioneering entrepreneurship. Their fate is to overcome obstacles, and with self-belief, they'll achieve unimaginable glory. But warriors, brace yourselves. This road is not without trials. Now, let's confront the challenges. Aries often grapples with inner conflicts. Their passion can spark arguments or setbacks if unchecked. They're vulnerable to betrayal, like Phrixus losing Hela, and their drive for victory may neglect health or relationships. Waken, but fear not, mighty ones. The way to triumph lies within your own flame. Asmi, learn balance, harness courage to face disputes, but listen to your heart for peace. Meditate under the stars, as the ancient Aries warriors did, to tame impulsiveness. In love, a passionate battle. Seek a partner who understands your fire, bringing novelty to keep the spark alive. Finally, a hidden secret. Beneath their strong exterior, Aries conceals a fear of failure, a scar from the golden ram's soul. Yet when they overcome it, they shine like true heroes, leading the world with courage and zeal. Heed the stars' call and let Aries inspire you to conquer every challenge. The tale of Aries draws to a close, but its courageous spirit remains with you. Let the music lull you to sleep, release all thoughts, and drift into a peaceful dream. Tomorrow, another Greek myth awaits on Dreamize Story. Good night and sleep deeply.